Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing? So, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe down below and click the bell notification so that way you can be made aware when I upload a video and when I go live and we do all these cool get-togethers and discussions. So go ahead and subscribe and click the bell. Also, if you guys don't mind, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. You know, thumbs it, thumbs it, thumbs it. It helps me out. It helps me get the videos out there to people that really need to see them, and I really appreciate the support. So, what I want to talk about today is we're going to do it. Hey, Lisa! We're going to do an addiction story time today. But before I start the story time, I wanted to come on here and kind of talk to you guys what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on my Facebook page. And I will upload a video here just like I did last time. So, I'm doing a new exposure. Hey, Amanda! I am exposing a new person in the recovery community, and I am so excited, you guys. This is going to be epic. Hey, girl. So I'm exposing Tim Craft, and I'm not going to go into detail about it right now, but I just got to tell you guys something. I thought that I did service work. I thought that I helped people. Boy, I'm missing out. Like, this guy is like, he's out there in the trenches, like grabbing addicts up out of the ditches and helping save their lives. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to expose him for all the good that he's doing, and I can't wait to expose you guys, my people on my YouTube channel, to him. Yes, he is a recovering addict, you guys. He's been sober for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, and he was a heroin addict. So, this is going to be really good, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. But I'm going to pre-record that video, and it'll go up tomorrow around 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I'm going to have, like, I'll link all his information in the description box. And I'm telling you guys, like, if you have people that are struggling in active addiction, or you're struggling in active addiction, you will be so grateful that you found this guy, because he's got so many resources, and he does it because he cares. He does it because it helps him stay sober. I was crying, you guys. I called him yesterday because I've never talked to him in my life. Never. And you know, since I started doing this expose series, I'm having to reach out to people that I don't really know. And so I called him yesterday, and we sat on the phone for an hour just talking. By the time we got off, I was crying, y'all. It was like, I'm so excited to do this and talk to people that I don't really know and get to know them, because it's opening me up to new friends that I'm meeting, and it's also teaching me about myself and the things that I can do this. Like, so yesterday I called him on Messenger because I didn't have his phone number. So you guys kind of get the inside scoop because you're my YouTube channel. So I called him on Messenger yesterday, and I was like, hey, Tim, this is Nicole. You know, Nicole DeMeo from Facebook. And he was like, and I was like, you know, the girl who exposes people. And usually I'm known for, like, telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, exposing people for doing bad stuff. And he goes, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And I said, because we're friends on Facebook, but I've never talked to him. You know how that is. And so I was like, I'm doing this project where I'm exposing people in the community for the good things that they're doing and positive things. Like, and you're the next person I want to expose. So, at first I think he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, well, can I call you later and we can sit and talk? Because here's the deal, y'all. You guys know how passionate I am about recovery. I can't fake anything. Like, I'm not like that. So I have to get to know him and connect with him in order to really share the story. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we were doing yesterday, and then I'm going to call him later on today. And then the next exposure is going to be on a girl named, I'll give you a hint. Her name's Amy. And she has the most amazing job, and I wish I could work where she works, but she gets to work side by side with women that are just getting out of jail and prison, and so awesome. And that's like what I would want to do. Like, I would want to be like working inside the rehab with the girls and taking them on field trips, and just doing classes with them, and teaching them how to take, like, if they need help doing like their hair, and just being like a big sister that they never had. You know what I mean? That would be my niche. But I picked her for my third because, well, first of all, because she's a woman, and I feel like in the recovery community, there's so many guys that are like doing stuff that's amazing, and but I don't hear a lot about the girls. So she's one woman that I look up to that always is positive, and she has a job that I want. You know what I mean? And that was kind of like my thinking behind all this was, I want to pick people who have something that I want. You know what I mean? I want to pick people to expose that are like, I admire their recovery. You know what I mean? Like, that I look up to. So that's why I picked her. So this is cool, you guys. Like, I'm excited about this. I feel like if I can get everyone to share out the events and the videos, that this will catch on, and we can really help some people and just spread. Because what we're doing here is we're not only pushing up and giving the people that are doing good like some encouragement, but we're also spreading the resources that these people available to them out to other people that are suffering in their addiction. You know what I mean? And I know by having a YouTube channel that a lot of people come to YouTube and they look up stuff, especially when they're in active use, and they pull up videos like yesterday, like Suboxone taper update, and like right now, addiction story times. Like a lot of people search things like that. So that me bringing these resources to YouTube and spreading the word, it'll help people who are struggling find these people easier. Because a lot of people don't use Facebook. A lot of people don't know that there's like this whole community of recovering addicts on Facebook that are giving back what was so freely given to them. And I want to highlight those people and what they're doing. You know what I mean? So that was my whole idea behind that. And so I'm like getting out of my comfort zone, like talking to people that I really don't even know. And I have learned yesterday while doing the interview, I took notes, you guys. Like, I gotta look. And okay, let me talk to you guys about the giveaway. So here's what I'm gonna do. For the girls, I'm gonna do the journal, the meditation book, and a pen. Like, it'll be nice. I'll have it all packed up nice in a little basket or something. And for the guys, I thought I'm gonna go up to central office and I'm gonna get one of the men's meditation books, and then like a men's journal. And do you guys think that's good? Or should I do because I want it to be something that you can use for your recovery. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll do giveaways like this like often, because it's not like I'm giving away $100 or something. Like, I ain't got that kind of money. Y'all know how it is. But it's just the premise behind like me giving back to you guys for helping me and supporting me in all this. So I think I wanted more on YouTube too. Oh, that's good. The giveaway is an awesome idea. Okay, good. So that's what we're going to do for that. And I'll just tailor both gifts, like a guy's gift and a girl's gift. I'm thinking I'll let it run through the second week of November. So we'll end it on, I go to the doctor on the 15th. I just got paid this Friday. I won't get paid till, let me see. So not this week, but the next week is when we'll end it. Okay? All right. So, and then what we'll do is we'll wait 2 or 3 months and we'll have another one. Okay? So each milestone that I hit, we'll do one. How's that sound? Like every 100 subscribers or so. Don't hold me to that now. You know how it is. But we'll try to. And you guys keep me on. I need a personal assistant, y'all, because what happens is I get so excited about all my ideas. And I have so many ideas, you guys. And then I'll get to going and I'll start focusing on one and then I'll forget about the other one. Like, okay, for instance, the podcast. Okay, so I've been really having trouble getting on SoundCloud and uploading the podcasts. You know what I mean? Thanks, Lisa. And what happens is when I try to upload them, they say upload failed. So I texted the people over at Share. If you guys don't watch their videos, they're called the Share Podcast, SHAIR. It's a recovery related podcast. Really, really good. He told me to use the Anchor app. So I'm going to go look at that and see if that works better. And that way I can get my first podcast uploaded because I want to talk to you guys all the time, every day, all day. But, okay, so let's talk about, let me get you guys up here. And yes, I'm still in my pajamas. So, oh gosh. Yesterday we talked about, like I kind of told you guys about, we kind of went through all the treatment centers I had been to and kind of, you know, why I feel like, why I got put on Suboxone, why Suboxone was a good fit for me, because of the back and forth and the extensive, the different treatment center visits and the severity of my addiction and why it's worked out for me. Because whenever other people try to get on Suboxone, you know, maybe their situation isn't the same and it doesn't work out for them. Like Suboxone just ends up being something that they end up using like a drug, like abusing it. So, what was I going to say? We talked about that yesterday, and I was thinking what I could do today was I could tell you guys some of the people that I'm not going to, well, I guess I could. I wanted to tell you guys some stories about some of the people I met on my journey into different treatment centers. And I got a couple different really good, funny stories of treatment centers and the places I went and the people that I met inside the treatment centers. I'm going to tell you guys this. If you've ever been to rehab, when you go into treatment and you have to stay there for 30 days, you meet people and you guys have a bond. It's almost like you become a family. It's like a really dysfunctional family, but you become a family. So the first treatment center I ever went to, which was called a place called Quapaw House. Really nice place, really nice. Like not the best treatment center I've been to, but definitely not the most worst. So we had good rooms, we had good food. So I want to tell you guys a story about Scott. Okay, and maybe he'll watch this video one day. But Scott, I met Scott when I was in treatment, and we became best friends. Like the minute I locked eyes with this kid in treatment, from across the room, we were sitting in the circle. Okay, you know how you have to circle up and share your stuff? We're sitting in the circle, and I was looking at him, he's looking at me, and I was talking, I think I was sharing something, and I just knew he's gay, and I love him. So after the group broke up that day, like after we got done with sharing and everything, we were getting assigned our chores, like the things we were going to do for the time that we were there. You would have like a duty, a job. So I got assigned, me and Scott both got assigned to the kitchen, all right? So we were the cooks, right? And I was so happy because I had just met him and I knew we were going to hit it off. Well, we got in the kitchen the next morning, we started making breakfast, and lo and behold, Scott comes out of his room with a radio boombox playing Madonna, like a virgin. He touched for the very first time, like a virgin. And we had so much fun. Yes, Jarvis, he is. So he brought the boombox in. We turned on. I'm talking, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, you guys. I mean, this is rehab story times, all right? We were in there making breakfast. I'm talking bacon, eggs, biscuits, gravy. We would throw down every morning for breakfast. And we had our Madonna pumping. And we just had so much fun. You guys, I kid you not, I'm still friends with him. And that was, That happened in 2000. My first treatment center I went to was, I think, in 2006. And we've still been friends. That's 12 years. And so we were in treatment, and the counselor who was there, her name was Miss Edith. She was so, like, really stern and hardcore. She's a black lady. She did not play around. She would tell us stories about, when she was in her addiction and how she got sober. And so she wasn't playing. Jarvis, I don't know who you are, boy, but you got to go on mute. Okay. So, yeah, if you want to be in this channel, you have to have respect. Anyway, so me and Scott were sitting in, okay, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, Miss Edith. Okay, so the counselor lady, she, like, had this, like, kind of grudge against Scott. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on. Oh, Lisa, it's not your fault, girl. I put him on mute. It's okay, like, for people to have questions and ask stuff, but, like, when you're just coming on to troll, like, go on with that. If Scott's gay, like, no, we didn't have sex. Like, come on, man. So Miss Edith, we were all sitting down, and Scott was a vegetarian. And so he would really make a fuss about not having vegetarian food to eat. Only vegetarian in the whole treatment center. So they had to go out and special buy his food, right? Well, one day he was eating, like, those little corn nuggets. Like, they're not even chicken. They're made out of corn. And he had been eating that for, like, 2 weeks. That's all they would get him. And so he was complaining about it, like, all I've been eating was corn nuggets for the last 2 weeks. And Miss Edith called him fat. She didn't say, "Oh, you're fat," but she was like, "Well, you could stand to lose a few pounds," like, just insinuating it. And he got up and he ran out of the treatment center. Ran, y'all. I'm talking, was running down the road. And you know what happened? Miss Edith looked at me. She said, "Nicole, don't you do it, DeMayo. Don't you do it." I got up and I ran after him. So here you got the counselor chasing me chasing Scott down the road. Okay? Like, I was crying. He was crying. I mean, it was so dramatic, y'all. But he's my best friend, and I didn't want him to feel like he was alone, Hey, Kim, thank you, baby. I love you. I didn't want him to feel like he was all alone, So I went after him. I was like, "You're not fat. You're beautiful. I love you." And ever since that day, we were always friends. So we graduated, and we ended up going to the halfway house where we were living, and he stayed in the halfway house. I ended up moving out and relapsing. Y'all know the deal. Well, then I went to prison. And you know who the only person who wrote me when I was in prison? Scott. Scott and my parents. So, and then when I got out of prison, the day I got out, y'all, I had to parole out to the halfway house. Scott came with my mom and picked me up. And he picked me up, and I have an obsession with, like, really expensive purses, like name designer brand purses. He showed up with a purple leather Vince Camuto purse for me the day I got out of prison. And I cried and I cried because it was just like, I had never had a friend that cared about me, even if I was getting high. Like, he didn't ditch me when I relapsed, and we would relapse together and then get sober and then relapse. But well, I know, right? It was such a beautiful purse, you guys. And I was taken aback because I had never had anybody do anything for me like that, especially one of my friends I met in treatment. So he was one of those people that, how when you meet someone in treatment, I don't know if a lot of you guys have been in the situation, but you can either make a lifelong friend or you'll just be like relapsing buddies. But like Scott was my lifelong friend, and I try to call him and let him know I love him and I miss him. But right now he's out there in that madness, and I can't, like, it's so dangerous because he is still doing stuff that, like shooting up and stuff, and I don't want to go out and relapse too, so I try to keep my distance, but I always message him to let him know that I think about him and that he's my friend, and when he's ready to get sober again, I'm here for him, But his mom passed away last year, and ever since then, he's just been really, really struggling. But best friend, I mean, And I met him in rehab, you know? And I have so many other stories, you guys. I I have so much code. I know that's right. I have so many other stories of like times where I met people in treatment, and we like you're saying, Lisa, we would get into nothing but some trouble together. And one time I was driving with my friend that I met in rehab, and we were at this gas station shooting up, and we had just got done, and so we pulled out, and then guess what happened? The police pulled behind me and pulled me over. And so I had a rig of a needle in my underwear because I hid it in there. And this fool had Xanax. You know what this fool did? He threw them underneath my passenger side seat. He was sitting in the passenger side. The police pulled us over, checked me. I didn't have anything. They didn't find anything on me, but they took my car. And she goes, I saw him throw this underneath your seat, so I'm taking him to jail. So she arrested him for possession, right? And then they took my car and they impounded it, you guys. I had a nice car, and it was a 2001 Ford Focus, but it was when I lost it, that was the year 2012. So I had it for like 11 years, but I rode that thing till the wheels fell off. Well, then they took him to jail, and you know what I did? This is so funny, you guys. That lady drove off. I pulled that rig out of my underwear, and I did my last shot right there on the curb, right by the stop sign, and then I stomped on it and threw it away. And I cried and I cried because my car was an impound. And I never got my car out, you guys. Like, I sold my car while it was in the impound for $3,000. And the lady who bought it from me gave me the cash up front. And you know what I did with that cash? I went and bought Roxy's with every last dime of it. And you know how the story time about when I got overdosed and got threw out on the curb like trash, the last story time I told you guys? That's the night that happened because I had went and bought all them Roxy's with that $3,000. So I'm telling you guys, these stories, they're all 100% authentic truths, and they're all connected to each other. And this is just the kind of stuff that I went through when I was out there, you know, running and getting. But how many of you guys have had rehab romances? Worst idea you can ever get is to hook up with somebody from the treatment center, because it almost always results in disaster. So I was living in the halfway house here in Little Rock. It was probably like 2010, and I was smitten with this little boy named Trevor. And I would follow him around. Well, no, I'm not going to lie. I didn't follow him around. But I would make it to where he didn't know I was following him around. And then he would started hanging out with me. And because I was like one of the only people that actually had a vehicle in the halfway house. And me and this girl, Ashley. Oh, my friend that passed away that committed suicide just recently. Me and her were fighting over him for like a good 6 months. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and kind of shoot the shit with you guys for a little bit. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I'm fixing to jump in the shower and just get cleaned up and just relax today. I worked pretty hard yesterday. I want to do a live stream tonight because I said I was going to do one last night and I didn't. And I'm sorry. I should have followed through. But I do want to do a live stream tonight about stress and how to stay sober and cope with stress, you know. So I hope you guys can come to that tonight. We'll do that around 6:30 or 7 tonight. But if you're new to my channel and you're just now tuning in and you're like, what is this all about? I like to go live a lot and just talk with the people who like to be on the live stream with me. You know, it's a lot of the same people, and we all use each other as support to stay sober. You know, like Lisa is the moderator of this channel. She helps me to like share out videos and encourage people to come and watch and like the videos. And she also is just somebody that I always know is going to be there and I can rely on her. You know what I mean? And I really, really, really appreciate that. But a lot of the other people that are on the live streams are the same people, like Kim and Michelle and who else? Why is my mind? Anna and Ron. Um, you guys know all my people, okay? But Amanda and Scottish Siren and okay, there's Anna because she changed her screen name. Michelle Govin, are you new, girl? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. So we just like to get on here, and I usually like pick a topic when I go live, and we just talk about recovery. I talk about what I do to stay sober. I try not to teach and preach, but is that Lisa? Lisa, is that you? Oh, okay, Shelly. There you go. My little boy's naked. He just got out of the bath. Well, hey, Shelly, what's up, girl? I'm so glad you came over to hang out with us today. So, that's what we do. Like, I'll go live, and I'll pick a topic, and we'll share our experience, and I'll share with you guys what I go through and how I cope. And I wish, there was a way that I think there is a way that we can do hangouts where I can start guesting people. I miss your face. Oh, I miss your face too. I wish there was a way that I could start guesting people to where I could have like y'all, if you wanted to, come on and share your experience with the channel. So I think I was actually talking, I'm working on it, you guys. Like, this is all technical stuff, and I'm going to run my phone out. I'm going to break it down because I'm always recording on it. So what I need to do is get a phone where I can just use that for recording, like not hook it up to like the phone lines, but just use it as a camera. Nathaniel! And just use it as a camera. Sorry, guys. And then what I could do is we could start, I think I can Google Hangouts us on the screen together, but I'm not sure. So I got to get with Roberta and ask her about that. But that's what we'll do. That's what we do in our live streams. If you're kind of new and you don't know what's going on, like, I just come on and I shoot this. I'm just a regular girl, you guys. Like, I'm a wife. I am a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm an aunt. I'm a friend. Like, I'm just a regular girl. I work for a regular job. And this is like my way of giving back what was so freely given to me. Like, this is my way of doing service work and reaching people that are still sick and suffering and struggling. Oh my God, congratulations. That is amazing. I love that. And that's another thing. Like, you guys, when you hit a milestone and you come up on some years or some months or whatever it is, post it in the comments, because other people watch these back, and people that are in their addiction watch these videos back. Like, they'll click on it in the middle of the night and they see you talking about staying sober, and that gives them hope that there is a way. I see you. These are my shirts. Oh, Lord. And that gives other people hope. So by sharing our victory, it helps other people see that they can do it. So last night I'm laying in bed. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, right, y'all? And I get a text message from a profile with no picture on it. And I know. Listen to me. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I'm so emotional. I'm so proud of you. I know how it feels. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, when my son got taken away, that was when everything changed for me, and it woke me up. And I look back on that time and I think, like, wow, I never thought I wouldn't have a needle in my arm. Wow. I never thought that people would actually want to hear what I say because I help them. Like, I was so selfish before that I wasn't helping anybody. I was just running around smoking dope, shooting dope, stealing stuff, slutting around with different men. That was my life. And I know what you mean, Michelle. Like, it's amazing, miracle. Like, that's what, when I say, like, we're miracles, we really are, you guys. It's really hard to change your behavior and break a habit that you've practiced for so many years. There's many of us who are in our active addiction for over 10 years. That's like, that is training your brain to do that for 10 years. That's hard. That takes a lot of hard work. So it's a huge accomplishment. 4 years is a huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of you, Shelly. Like you are doing the damn thing. And said I inspire him because I shared my story, and once again I cried. That's awesome. And see, you know what? When we cry like that, that's that humility, and that's us remembering what it was like when we were in our addiction. You know what I mean? Like, I remember listening to other people tell their story when I was high, and I would just sit there and think, oh, that'll never be me. I can never do that. I'll never be able to stay sober. And I would just kind of like, I don't know, you're just so hard on yourself whenever you're in your active addiction that you don't ever think you'll be able to do it. And then, now that's why I love, like when me and you'll go to a meeting, I love going to the one at the treatment center because I get to see the kids that are in there, and it reminds me of where I was, you know what I mean? But, what else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, so last night I'm laying in bed and I get a text message. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, you guys. And this guy texted me, and he was from Estonia, and, he is struggling right now. And so that's just goes to show you, like, people from all over the videos here on YouTube, and they see your comments talking about, your sobriety and stuff. And so that really helps people to know that they can do it too. So I'm telling you guys, we are helping people by even talking back and forth with each other. I mean, this is a huge deal. And when I expose Tim tomorrow, you guys are going to cry your eyes out because he is doing the damn thing. I mean, I cried on the phone with him yesterday, and I don't even know the guy, and I was crying, and it takes a lot of, like, I was really nervous to call and, like, ask him the questions and interview him. Because I'm not like a reporter, I'm just Nicole. But that's what I think makes it even better, is that I'm not anybody. I'm not famous. I'm just regular Nicole. I'm just an addict trying to stay sober one day at a time. And I want to give back what was so freely given to me. And I want to help connect people that are in active addiction with people that are sober and doing the damn thing so they can get help. So this is just like, it's going to be so good. So anyway, oh, I need to take a shower. I'm dirty. I'm stinky. You know what else I got to talk to you guys about? I know y'all are probably like, Nicole, what? I got to lose some weight, y'all. I got to lose some weight. I'm struggling. Every time I make videos, because I watch myself back, I look at how big my head has gotten. I mean, it's like a bowling ball. So, I'm addicted to food. Hi, my name's Nicole, and I'm a food addict. Man, it's hard, you guys. Like, once you get sober from drugs and alcohol, then it's life. And I feel like it is, girl. I feel like it's like a bowling ball. But, it's like my life. It's like my addiction. It comes out in other areas of my life. Like food. Girl, ain't that the truth? I'm not just addicted to cookies. I'm addicted to anything that tastes good. Just put it all in my mouth. I just need it all. I love to eat. I was raised up eating good food. You know what I'm saying? So, right. Okay, enough jabbering. I love y'all, okay? Let's come back here tonight around 6:30. 6:30, 7 o'clock. Be here about 7. I'm going to charge my phones up. I'm going to get the good lighting. I'm going to write down some stuff I want to talk about. I'm going to get in my big book. I'm going to get some stuff. I love you. I love you too, girl. I love all you guys. But I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. Like, you have no freaking idea how much I love y'all. And so I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Be here, be square. Don't make me come in through the phone and y'all. So we'll do like I said, live stream, and we'll talk about stress. Stress is one of the main reasons why I used to relapse. So we're going to talk about that tonight. I love you guys. I hope you have a great, great day. Stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Look at yourself in the mirror after we get done with this live stream. Go in the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm doing good today. I love myself today. I'm staying sober today. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.